I was going to have this interview with my shades on, but I caught myself and I'm like, you know what? I think I want to be a little more vulnerable, to put it more to the test and take my shades off and really have this conversation.
And how can we ensure that vulnerability is not always coming across as a weakness? So how do you do that as a male, and how do you do that in such a high profile industry?
You know, I used to think that being vulnerable was like a weakness. It can come from a like fear-based place. Fear is a temporary feeling, and regret is forever. I think too, I mean, if you're in a relationship, you want to be vulnerable because it's about growing together and it's about having someone accept your weaknesses for what they are. And if you're in the business together with someone, it's also the same thing, you know? You want to grow as a company, as a team, you know, you want to like be real. So, and I also think that, you know, you have to hit like some sort of a bottom to want to change. You know, I have to say, you know, I love everything about my life today. And it has a lot to do with being vulnerable.
Yeah.
You know, just showing up with an open heart, like.
How did you learn to do that? How did you learn to sort of put your fears aside, your fears of, you know, potentially being seen as weak, because there is so much stigma in our societies that it is a sign of weakness.
Just being vulnerable and just having a lot of faith and, you know, just giving myself a lot of self-love and, you know, like I'm bulletproof. What I know today, knowing this 10 years ago, oh gosh, I think I probably would have had like the most healthiest relationships.
Because I think a lot of it's being true to yourself, and a lot of vulnerability is, as you mentioned before, self-compassion, and it's understanding your own strengths and your weaknesses, and it's being okay with that. Like
it's okay to, you know, to kind of, you know, to show some weakness, you know, it just makes you stronger, I feel.
You know, we put so much pressure on ourselves, and part of it is what we create ourselves, and part of it's what our industries are saying. And it gets to a point where it really just doesn't feel right.
It didn't really get me far. But what's interesting today, I'm surrendering. I'm here. I'm just showing up with an open heart.
Yeah.
That what I used to think that was weak is like, it's really like, strength. It's strength. Yeah. Me personally, like I'm diving into anything that's fear-based, you know. And if it's me taking my glasses off, so I stop hiding in front of, you know, people, and I think the more honest that you are, you know, you're gonna wake up people, and it's gonna attract somebody, and people are gonna be like, wow, you know, like, you're being so humble, and you're showing humility, and, you know, I want to learn how to do that, you know, and I'm all about, you know, anything that I can do to, you know, share it with somebody, help somebody, or, you know, just, I mean, I'm all about that, and I think, you know, it's definitely a step. You know, you have to be ready for it. I think I think you have to be ready. I think I definitely see the difference. You know, people have said to me like, wow, you know, you're so much more happier. And I'm just, you know what, I don't have a guard.
Yeah.
I don't have a guard. I don't have, I'm not afraid of what people are going to say. You know what, it's take it or leave it. This is who I am. I know who I am. I love, you know, my life. I love everything about my life today. I love who I am today, and I really don't give a fuck. I really don't care.
Yeah.
So that's being like, you know, vulnerable and just like, it, you know what, take it or leave it, you know. But you're having conversations that mean something, you know, versus like,
it breaks down a lot of those barriers, doesn't it? It means you can actually, it breaks down the barriers to connect.
When you're vulnerable, you have this like radar that detects like, you know, somebody that's full of shit. Your radar picks up bullshit and you just shy away from it. I love that. part of it.
Yeah.
It saves me so much time. Yeah, so there you have it.